How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail. Monday 7 returns for you today on this second week of December. First of 7 returns from Honolulu, Hawaii, as we see Faisal the Clown watching us from the corner of your screen. Our first return is going to be Sid Fernandez on a 92 Topps Gold Winners card, inscribed 86 WSC, as well as inscribed on the 87 Topps as well, 86 World Series champion. Very nice to get this done. If you follow my set videos, I do believe in the 87 Topps. I've mentioned several times that I'm trying to get all the 87 Mets cards inscribed with 86 World Series Championship. Glad to get another one done. Sid does not sign. He has started signing recently, and, well, maybe we'll chase him away with all our requests, but hopefully he sticks around for a long time. But once these guys don't sign for a long period of time and then they sign for a brief period of time, we usually chase him away back into hiding, but hopefully he keeps signing for everybody. That'd be great because I do need the 89 Upper Deck card signed by him as well. Sid Fernandez, a great Met, 15-year career, 10 as a Met, originally drafted way back in 80-something by the Dodgers. He had a lot of weight problems, weight issues, did not pan out in the Dodgers system, was traded to the Mets in 1983 along with Ross Jones for Carlos Diaz and Bob Baylor. And the magic happened. 30-plus WAR as a Met. Very effective pitcher. Two-time All-Star, both in 86 and 87. Little-known teams he played for after his stint with the Mets: Baltimore, Philadelphia, and Houston. As you can see, I only asked for the inscription on the 87 Topps card. He put them on both cards. Very nice of Sid. Let's move on, guys, to return number 2. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for our second return here as Faisal continues to look on. There you guys go. Pittsburgh, PA. Let's see who we have here for our second return. If I can get it out, we've got the index card right there. We've got Gary Green. Gary Green on an 89 Upper Deck card signed for the set. Very nice. Son of Fred Green. Fred Green played in the 50s and 60s. In fact, he was on the 60 World Series Championship Pirates team. Gary Green, former first-round draft pick of the Padres back in 1984. First-round, 27th overall pick of the Padres. Played very sparingly in his 5 years in his career. Only got into 106 games as a shortstop, pinch hitter, pinch runner. Never hit a home run. You guys know I always check out that home run line on Baseball Reference, and a little sad he never went deep, but there you guys go. Gary Green, another card signed for my 89 Upper Deck card, or my 89 Upper Deck set. Very nice, since I am running out of cards to put in there. I told you guys I was going to hit that set hard, and I have been, so nice to get Gary Green back. I think he's only got maybe 1 or 2 other cards. I think he's got an 85 Topps card, and that might be his only other major release as far as baseball cards are concerned. Let's move on, guys, to return number 3. All right, moving right along, we got one from suburban Illinois as Faisal looks on in approval of these returns. And we've got my letter of request right there. There it is on a little piece of note paper. And we've got Joe Skolski. All right. Joe Skolski on a beautiful... I told you guys I was hitting this set. Joe Skolski got into 2 games for the 1989 Cleveland Indians. Went 0-2 with a 6.75 ERA. Only started one of those games. Still ended up losing both of them. He was a 3rd-round pick in 1986. Pride of Xavier. Just kidding. Let's flip that around. Pride of St. Xavier University. Joe Skolski, a nice return from him. Now, I know for sure he's on a 90 scorecard, because why not? The guy played 2 games in 1989. He needs a... I think I have a card in 1990 score. So there you guys go. There's the information. Joe Skolski. Pretty sure I what's the word? Pronounce that properly. Anybody wants to go ahead and correct me in the comments, I'm always very appreciative. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that's Joe Skolski. Joe Skolski, thank you for signing my 89 Upper Deck card. Let's move on, guys, to return number 4. All right, gang, moving right along. Ken Henderson, our next return from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I promise you this is not going to be a random 1989 Upper Deck card. And we've got Mr. Ken Henderson on a 1974 Topps team card of the Chicago White Sox. 16-year career, 8 of those with San Francisco before being shipped off to Chicago to play 3 years for the White Sox. Played in every single game in 1974, all 162 games. Nice to have him signed the team card for the set along with Wilbur Wood. Need to get some more signatures on that. I hate how they don't want to sign over their faces, but I want to get as many signatures on these team cards as possible, so I kind of wish somebody would just, some of them do, some of them just go right over it, which is fine, which is preferred, but a lot of them try to, find the white spots and the lighter spots of the card to sign, so, but not over each other's faces, so. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Glad to get this back from Ken Henderson, a pretty good outfielder for a very long time. Nice return from him. Let's move on, guys, to return number 5. Moving right along here, Atlanta, Georgia, for our next return. As Fazo says, don't forget to remind people the last return, $3 a card for Ken Henderson. And we've got Terry Blocker on an 89 Upper Deck card, of course, why not? Terry Blocker, former first-round draft pick of the Mets back in 1981, 4th pick overall. Got into 18 games for the Mets in 1985, didn't do very good, hit .67, which is not a very good average. No home runs, not much of anything, actually. Was traded to the Braves in 1987, where they swapped former first-round draft picks that weren't doing very good. Kevin Brown, the pitcher, but not that pitcher, Kevin Brown. Neither one of these guys panned out for either of the teams, but he did get himself a 1989 Atlanta Brave baseball card, Upper Deck. A very nice return from him. Glad he signed it. Not a very high return rate for Mr. Terry Blocker. Glad to get this done, actually. Boy, I'm doing great with the 89 Upper Deck in this video. Nice to see it. There you guys go. Let's move on, guys. We got, I think, one more to go. All right, gang, we got 2 envelopes left, so this is not our last return. This one here is from St. Louis Mo, as we've got a blank index card and quite a few cards signed by Andy Van Slyke. Andy Van Slyke, another first-round draft pick, 6th overall back in 1979 of the St. Louis Cardinals. Traded to the Pirates, where he spent 8 years as a Pirate, 4 years before that as a St. Louis Cardinal, 3-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove Award winner. He had a cannon out there in the outfield, was up there among the leaders of outfield assists for the majority of his career, especially the later years with Pittsburgh. Got the 89 Upper Deck team card signed, which is a checklist card, and we got the 89 Upper Deck regular issued card as well. Look at all these cards for the set. Now, he does sign through Pass Pros. I know Fazo keeps telling me, hey, not everyone wants to hear about your set collections, but you got to understand that the Through the Mail Monday, the whole series is kind of tied to my set collection, because these are the cards you're going to see a lot of, especially nowadays when I need a lot of cards signed and I'm not quite there yet. So there you guys go. Andy Van Slyke through Past Pros, $25 a card. Ouch. Do the math on this. Don't do the math on this. Got to do it. I'm not saying you shouldn't go through Pass Pros. I'm not saying he signs maybe one card. If you're lucky, you can try, but you probably should just go through Pass Pros if you really want an Andy Van Slyke autographed baseball card. So, all right, guys, return number 7 from Sacramento, California, as Fazo looks on. Fazo, very nice clown outfit, by the way. Very well done. Very professional. That's how they do it in Massachusetts. And we've got, I don't know, we've got a blank. It's not an index card. Well, we do have an index card. We also have some sort of postcard from, I'm guessing, Steve Sachs. Sachs in the Morning. There's his social media, in case you would like to follow him. Sachs in the Morning. I'm sure you could hear more clever puns such as that on his podcast. I think he's on SiriusXM, MLB Network, I do believe, as well. Steve Sachs signed my 3 cards, I hope. 87 Topps All-Star, 88 Topps, and yes, 87 Topps signed for $10. I sent him $10 and 3 cards. Some people are doing $5 a card. I slipped an extra card in there, and he signed all 3 of them. Very nice, including, of course, the return advertising, which I passed on to you guys. There you guys go. Very good career, 14 years in the bigs, 8 with the Dodgers, 3 with the Yanks. Also played for the White Sox and the Oakland Athletics. 5-time All-Star, World Series champion for the Dodgers in both 81 and 88. In 1982, won the National League Rookie of the Year, beating out Johnny Ray. Who wants to know? Where'd that guy go? Steve Sachs, there's information. Nice return from him. And did not get an 89 Upper Deck card back from him. I actually think I got him already at a private signing. I think I got the 89 Upper Deck card already signed with the 88 World Series champion inscription on it. If I remember properly, correctly, I have no idea. But anyway, my friends, there you guys go. There's this week's Through the Mail Monday. There's the haul. And oh, by the way, Mr. Fazo the Clown, Steve, very appreciative of him sending off a little care package to Chris Cards. Let's go over it real quick while we are talking about it. Steven wrote a very nice note in regards to how he collects and some of the ideas he got from me, which is awesome because this is kind of what the community is about, is sharing ideas and finding out new ways of doing things, maybe better ways of doing things. Send me some 8x10s. Hojo without the Bible verse inscription, which he always includes on his cards. A couple of Hojo, actually, I think 3 Hojo autographs. I think he says some of the players come into the local card shops and sign every now and then. So very cool. He's in Massachusetts, Steve. A clown, probably not his full-time profession, but definitely with the Shriners as well. Ojeda, a pretty tough autograph to get unless you want to pay a bunch of money because his private signings are around $40-50, and I know he did one this year and he did a couple last year, but yeah, he does not do TTM, unfortunately. And there's the big guy, Aaron Heilman, who started in 2003-ish for the Mets. Didn't take on as a starter, but a pretty good reliever over the years, including 07 when I think he helped the Mets make it pretty far in the playoffs. Of course, I think that ended with the actually, that was 06. 06 and 07 were both pretty good years for Heilman. Forgettable years for the Mets as far as the end result. But Steven, thank you very much for the stuff. And also, thank you for Mr. Earl Johnson, 1950 Bowman. Thankfully, Steve still remembers I am collecting the 1950 Bowman set, which is not quite neglected. I've been collecting cards here and there, and I probably should put together a video. I'm very excited about it, but I should put together a video on where I'm at as far as that's concerned. But it's always nice when I get to put this into my spreadsheet, another Bowman card, and for the cost or the price or whatever it is, I get to put a big fat 0, which of course, you know me and my stats and all this, what stuff costs. It certainly lowers the average of my total set, so that's great because the set's been going up quite a bit over the last few years since COVID, basically. So they're very much appreciative. Thank you for the help. I need all the help I can get sometimes, as most of you have probably already figured out by listening to me for multiple years. I know Steven has sent me, back in I think he sent me a Bill Buckner 90 Upper Deck card, and he told me every Met fan should own this card. And if you Google that card, you will see why. Very good. Yes, well, of course, now I definitely have a 90 Upper Deck Bill Buckner card. So, man, I should have sent off the Bill Buckner when he sent that because he was still alive then, I think. So, anyway, that's why I'm hitting some of these sets hard, guys. I need to get some of these guys completed and done. Merv Retmund just passed away on Saturday, the 7th. So I just got him back on that Baltimore Orioles card with Jim Palmer and Brooks Robinson, that 74 Topps team card, as well as the signature card. And I think he was a few bucks. Maybe he was, I don't know. I'm getting my things confused trying to think off the top of my head. But yeah, I just sent that card out to Al Bumbry as well. I'm taking risks, guys. But now I got 2 guys on that card that are no longer with us. So it really just renews the fact that I need to get these cards sent out as quick as possible. And really the only thing keeping me from not just sending out everything is just the fact that it's time consuming writing the letters of request and doing the mailings, and of course even taking the photos and doing all the stuff on my spreadsheets that I do prior to each TTM request I send out. And that's been 550 something so far this year. Christmas is coming up soon, of course, a few weeks away. It's going to be another end of the year, and I'm going to go over my 2024 recap as far as my TTMs are concerned. Start working on that video so I can get that out hopefully on New Year's Day. But all sorts of fun things coming up. Thank you, Steven, for the mail. I've got mail from other people as well. If you guys know how I operate at a glacial pace. I think Steven sent me probably 7 months ago, so I didn't just get it. I didn't just get it now. I've gotten, I just like to incorporate it into the video in some sort of way, and I'm glad I did. I think it was fun. Steven does the Lord's work there with the kids at the Shriners in Massachusetts, of course. And say hi if you actually see this and say hi in the comments, or shoot me an email, chriscards86@gmail.com. Thanks a lot, Steven, for the 8x10s. We'll go with my collection. Of course, I need to do an 8x10 collection one of these days too as well. So, and of course, thank you for the Earl Johnson. What a great 1950s era baseball name, Earl Johnson. That's just perfect. So thank you, my friends, for watching. Everyone have a great week, and I'll talk to you again on Friday when I hit you with my 1987 Topps update video. And maybe I'll do a private signing video this week as well, where I can show you I got like 12 or 10 Doc Gooden cards back, and you guys can ask me what's wrong with me. So Anyway, stay tuned for that. Yeah, I'll do the private signing video this week as well. I'll hit that on, maybe I'll do it on Thursday. So thanks for watching, gang. See ya.